Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Excuse me. You clicked on to the long range weather forecast discussion for November 18th to the 30th, November 18th to the 22nd. The pattern will consist of progressive northern stream with a tendency for a trough in the east. You can see it right here. Here's our tendency for a trough. We go to the period, see the trough more evident here, and we come to the 22nd, and we go to the period, and you can see models in good agreement. So energy nearing the west coast will drop south into a slow-moving closed low, and an upper low west of Baja California at the start of the period will produce a northward flow of moisture associated with Tropical Storm Raymond. Now, significant precipitation is forecast across the southwest and the vicinity near and ahead of the system. Rain with some higher elevation snows are forecast for the Great Basin and the Central Rockies. A developing low later in the week may produce some snow north and rain south along parts of the Great Lakes and the Northeast. And rainfall is forecast along a trailing cold front over the central and eastern states. The system will exit the Northeast, which I'll get into that a little bit right after this. A storm exiting the Northeast will cause snow of the higher elevations and inland snows across parts of the Northeast with rain close to the coast. Okay, we're going to talk about the impending system off the southeast coast. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. Okay, we're going to pan down here a little bit. And here's a system low developing. Here's a circulation of the winds. And we're going to look at, let me see if I can put the pressures. Bear with me. I'm sorry, I should have had this already up. But I didn't. Okay, Okay, I had this before, but here's the low developing here. We have several circulations, and we'll have a low that will develop, and we'll put the radar on if we could do that, at least. Here's a radar, the current radar for this area, and we're going to have to watch the system. Now, it appears that most of the precipitation, the heavy precipitation, will remain offshore. But portions here along the Carolina coast could get some rain, some heavy rainfall, and also some gusty northeast winds. And this is also going to cause problems with coastal flooding across this area, because this will be a long period of northeast winds, and there'll be over several hundred miles the flow, and this will really build up water along the coast, so that has to be watched. This system will mainly skirt areas to the north, maybe extreme coastal areas, or even eastern Long Island will get the rain. Okay, we'll go back to the rest of the period. Oh, let me go back to the maps that I was talking about. Okay, we're going to look at the Okay, it's not a show, but okay, we're going to look here. This is the GFS, and you can see at the bottom, and the storm remains well off the coast, and you can see there's some rain wrapping into the coastal areas, but it should be relatively light, and then it exits. And we'll look at the NAM. The NAM brings a little bit more precipitation, like I said, along the coastal areas. And then we'll look at the European. Maybe a little bit of light rain. And look at that, even some snow. The European has some snow. Let's see if I can go back to that frame. See, across this area, it'll be snow probably across New England, or mixed precipitation. Here, this I was looking for. Across southern New York, there might be some mixed precipitation. So that's the system here. You notice where the 540 line is, way back here. So that's something to be watched. The track can still change. Okay, we're going to go look at the rest of the forecast period. This is for November 21st to the 25th. And a ridge is forecast in the west and trough in the east. And we have the upper low over the southwest. Miles in fairly good agreement. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures here, and I'm forecasting anomalies of 46 degrees above normal. Below normal temperatures are forecast here, with anomalies of 46 degrees below normal for precipitation. Calling for below normal precipitation for this area here. Probability of occurrence 35 to 40%. And we have above normal precipitation for the southern Rockies and for this region. And the probability of occurrence is 35%. Now, as we get to the next period, this will be later in the forecast period. This is for November 26th to 30th. And it looks like the pattern becomes more amplifies, or it reloads, or whatever you want to say. And we have above normal heights here, above normal heights here, upper low near the Aleutians. And this forces a trough down across the east central states. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures for the west coast. And I'm forecasting anomalies near 2 degrees above normal, and then below normal temperatures are forecast for much of this region here, and forecast anomalies of 4 degrees below normal or forecast. Being a little conservative on this, some models showing as high as 6, but I think if they do, it'll be more like in this area here and lower elsewhere. It'll be closer to the northern plains, upper Great Lakes, but I'm going to leave it for that for now. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here and for this region. And the probability of occurrence is 40%. And then we have above normal precipitation for this region here. Probability of occurrence is 35%. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for November 18th to 30th. Thanks for coming, Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.